Race number 5 at Ascot on Tuesday will jump at 2:48. It's the Davy Gray's Agling Handicap over 1,200 metres. In replay, look at the last start of Miss Frost.
Towards the fence, 2 lengths behind them, Very Fast and Miss Frost at the head of the others with Great Charade. At the 200 metre mark, Pateman hadn't moved on Driftstar. Now he does, he gives him an inch of rain. Driftstar's the leader. Here comes Miss Frost. She's charging down the outside. He has to shake up the leader, Driftstar. Miss Frost diving. Efforts all in vain though.
Miss Frost was one of the talking horses of the Kalgoorlie round a few weeks ago, and she certainly backed up her Goldfields win with a creditable run at Ascot last start. We saw it in replay, was beaten a long neck by Driftstar, the born-again Driftstar. I think that's very good form here for Frank Maynard's galloper, and she goes on top. From number 9, Point Taken, comes out of that full start race, which was ultimately run by the Ninth Hour. I don't think the full start did Point Taken any favours whatsoever. She jumped pretty awkwardly and over-raced in the run, but it was a pretty good performance to only be beaten a length rather, and she gets a nicer gate here. Number 1, Don's Legacy, won 2 starts ago at Belmont. Then he was okay in that race we saw in replay, won by Driftstar. I'm just a little bit concerned about his Ascot form. He's raced erratically in both of those races. He may well not like the track, but he's certainly got ability. Has number 3, Inflation. The blinkers went on for his debut, was only a long neck off Platoon. That's very good form in this type of grade. And then last start was back to win and got the job done. Top selection in race number 5. Going to go with number 7 here, Miss Frost, to beat 9 Point Taken, 1 Don's Legacy and 3 Inflation. Race number 6 at Ascot on Tuesday will jump at 3:28. It's the TapTouch Better Your Bet handicap over 1,600 metres. In replay, we're going to go to Bunbury and the last start win of Cockney Crew.
Explosion and Game On Dude third. In behind them, Prattle and also Count Jensky, and further back Aura Breeze, Muscabello, Sassy and Red. Cockney Crew led at the 200. It's a length and a half in front. Count Jensky buffeted by Prattle, trying to get away from the inside, but Warwick now lets the favourite go. Here comes Aura Breeze. Cockney Crew, Aura Breeze coming quickly. Cockney Crew has to dig, fights, think it held on.
This looks like a good opportunity for Cockney Crew to go back to back. He led all of the way in the replay race at Bunbury to break his maiden. His form prior to that has been franked several times by the likes of True Defender and the unlucky Pagan Image, and he maps as fine in the front on Tuesday. I think he'll be hard to beat. Goes on top from number 4, Megadon, who's been blocked for a run in each of his last 2 starts. If he gets out, he would have gone close last time out. He's unproven beyond 1,400 metres, and his run over 1,800 was absolutely awful, but I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Number 1, King Louis, has had an apprentice on for the last 2 starts. Jared Noski jumps aboard here. I think that might be the key to this horse, expecting some significant improvement. And then number 10 down the bottom, Perceptive Miss, was checked on straightening, bumped near to 150 last time out. Did win 2 in a row at Ascot in the summer, but they were pretty low rating races, over 18 and then 1,400 metres. I think they're just trying to still work out what her best trip is. Top selection in race number 6 is going to go with number 8 here, Cockney Crew, to beat 4 Megadon, 1 King Louis and 10 Perceptive Miss. Race number 7 at Ascot on Tuesday will jump at 4:05. It's the Mum Champagne handicap over 1,400 metres. In replay, we're going to look at the Omen horse. That's Moet de Vega, trialling at Belmont.
Taken out wide of Calabria Joe, and then Vixatious inside the 250. Moe de Vega on the inside. On the outside is Sasso Circus, and coming hard now Calabria Joe, and just off them trying to run on is Torra Teacher. In front though, fighting on well, Moe de Vega. On the outside, Calabria Joe can't get it, then Sasso Circus. Moe de Vega in front of Moe de Vega, beat Calabria Joe.
Tough race this, but I'm going to go with Moet de Vega's. Had a couple of trials, one at Larkhill and then we saw the one at Belmont. He's won both of those. His win was in 3-year-old grade at Belmont in June, beating Ken 2. And prior to that, he tried to make all at Northern and was touched off by Brutus Maximus, who would probably win this race for mine. So Moet de Vega here, first up, and the connections have had a lot of success with these sons of Lope de Vega, most notably Vega Magic. Goes on top from number 8 here, the Fugazi, who was second on debut behind Aquavit and then got the job done at Bunbury in maiden grade, beaten Fair to Do. Certainly got some ability, this horse, for the Ganjimis, and the stable is on fire. Number 6, Trump This, is first up for Team Williams, having previously been with Team Corstons over in Victoria. Placed in 6 of its 8 runs in Victoria last preparation. The blinkers come off and the trial was very, very good indeed. And then number 3, Mr. Undercover, having its 5th run this campaign for Glenn McTaggart. Was probably a tragedy beaten last start behind This Away, beaten a length and a quarter, but had all sorts of trouble in the straight. Top selection in race number 7, going to go with number 2, Moet de Vega, to beat 8 the Fugazi, 6 Trump This and 3 Mr. Undercover. Race number 8 at Ascot on Tuesday will jump at 4:45. It's the main event. It's the TABtouch Burgess Queen Stakes over 1,400 metres at listed level for the fillies going towards the champion fillies in a couple of weeks' time. In replay, we're going to look at the last start win of Arcadia Queen.
Kimbo's Girl and Come On Board, followed by Bills O'Reilly. He's still trying to get out with Arcadia Queen. He pokes her through a needle eye opening now, and here she comes with Platoon. Arcadia Queen races up, grabs the lead from Platoon. Watch Me Nene. Dominant victory here by the Piero filly.
D-Day for Arcadia Queen. I think we all think she's a pretty good horse. Bob Peters certainly thinks it's probably the best three-year-old filly in his barn this season. And the way she got out of trouble last start, well, William Pike owes her a favour or two after that. Wasn't the greatest of rides from the Wizard, and she just bullocked her way through and beat Platoon. I think that's pretty good form here, and she goes on top. One of the big runs in the Belgravia Stakes was certainly number 1, Lady Cosmology. She was wide. What a strong effort it was to only be beaten a length. She was second in the size last year over the 1,400 metres, so she certainly ticks that box, and she gets a much better gate on Tuesday, barrier number 6. Another one for the Milliard is number 4, Flirtini. Was pretty good in the Belgravia Stakes. In fact, finished further forward than any of the runners in the Burgess Queen. She is new to 1,400 metres, but I've had a look at her pedigree. I think it will be okay. She certainly has to go in calculations. And then the big query horse is number 5 here, Leading Girl. Hasn't raced in anything like this class up till now. Has beaten Plateau and Blackwood River, but really well related, including a 6-time Black Type winner in Crack Me Up is a half relation as well. The form is pretty plain, but Cerise and White, Chris Parnham, nice gate, goes in the numbers. Top selection in race number 8, going to go with number 7 here, Arcadia Queen, to beat 1, Lady Cosmology, 4, Flirtini and 5, Leading Girl. Race number 9 at Ascot on Tuesday will jump at 5:25. It's the PIMS Handicap over 1,400 metres. In replay, we'll look at the trial of Royal Statue.
In the straight, Dashing Affair clear by 2. Royal Statue coming through along the inside. The outside is Fingermark. And then Princess Zelda. In the middle is Start the Fra and 2 Away Bye Bye Love. Still the leader, Dashing Affair. On the outside now, Princess Zelda, and coming through in the middle is Fingermark. Princess Zelda is coming after Dashing Affair with Fingermark. Dashing Affair, Fingermark, Princess Zelda and Dashing Affair.
That was a pretty quiet trial there for Royal Statue, and understandably so as well. This horse bled from both nostrils when it raced last time. Did get the job done. That was here at Ascot in the middle of February, beating Double the Pro by 3/4 of a length. This is not a particularly strong race to finish the Melbourne Cup Day card, and I think Pike in the last may well be the saviour of punters once again. Goes on top from number 11, Spin on Command. Is yet to get close, anywhere near close to the PB effort over 1,800 metres at Ascot in March, but there's some gear changes here. I think they pulled the wrong rein when he had it last start, finishing behind Noir Daru. Did win a trial. And I just think this horse might be an Ascot horse, and you can probably put a pen through every other run it's had elsewhere. Goes in for second. Number 2, Flying Raw, deep into the preparation, 11th run on Tuesday. 3 of its last 5 runs have been in this grade. I do think this horse probably prefers Belmont to Ascot, but it's not a deep race, and he's certainly got a chance. And then number 6, Sharkmouth, has over-raced or been fractious in the gates in each of its last 4 runs. Should be close to the front here with the likes of New Time. Kate Whitten keeps the ride, she claims too. Top selection in race number 9, going to go with number 7 here, Royal Statue, to beat 11 Spin on Command, 2 Flying Raw and 6 Sharkmouth. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Ascot card. 9 races to choose from, going in race number 5, number 7, Miss Frost, and then in the finale, Back Pike, Drink What You Like, number 7, Royal Statue in the last. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log onto our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.